What's up, boys? Can't hear you. You put the volume up there, bro. Good, Thomas. Harass, what's up, brother? Siev, Elian, and Jonas, what's up? Yo, guys, I gotta put you guys on, bro. What's up, Roddy? I gotta put you guys on, but I have to confirm that it isn't even possible. What's good, Danny? Um, okay, hold up. What's good, Christian? Nice to see you again, bro. What's good, Elite? What's good, Shaden? Yo, watch PP Trader Noob Trade. I'm probably not gonna watch that, but I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro. I'm probably not gonna watch that though. I got to put you guys on. Hold on, I'm just trying to find. All right, let's. I think we found a way to potentially milk Alpha. No, not Alpha. Funded next. And when I figured out that you could do this, I was pretty amazed. And I'm gonna share with you guys how I genuinely think you can milk this prop firm. And as long as like you pass one in, even like 1 in 5 accounts, even 1 in 8, like, yeah, I say 1 in 5. As long as you can pass at least like 1 in 5 accounts, you'll make money. And the fact that you can do this is kind of insane. And to my knowledge, the only prop firm that you can do this with. So I messaged them back. We're officially affiliated with Funded Next, but I don't really care about the affiliation. I think I can just potentially milk them. So I will put you guys on. Uh, OPAD? I don't know what OPAD is. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Milk them. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how you can milk them. Pass in 1 day, get a payout in 3 days, 100% split, 12, 25Ks, 6, 50Ks, or wait, no, yeah, 6 50Ks, 2 150Ks. You're doing good. We're gonna experiment today. You didn't follow the rule. Which rule? I mean, it's not a big deal. You can still get a payout on the account, brother. We lost yesterday. We took 2 trades, one loss, one break even. I didn't trade the PM session. What's good, boys? We'll cover bias. Don't stress what's early. 919. We'll cover bias. We'll cover all this stuff. Don't worry. Don't worry. First thing we're gonna do is get a 25K. You heard me. 25K funded next account. You don't want to get the 50K. You actually want to get the cheaper account. Can I use my own code? Oh, I can. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Hold on. Let's get this account. How much did I lose yesterday? Well, on my funded, I lost like 250 across 5, 6. Let's get this account, and then let me put you guys on. What side quest am I on? Currently, I'm purchasing a 25K funded next account. They have a 5% discount. That's all the code gives. But it's cheap, whatever. It's like $70, no activation fee, so it's not even bad. It's my birthday, bro. Fuck this shit, man. It's way too long. I'm gonna put you guys on the method. Hold on. Just give me a moment. Let me just get this account. I mean, I am running alpha. I already have 3 with alpha, is the issue. This is a different situation going on here. See, with alpha, you can make a lot more money with alpha. But with funded next, you can make faster money. And I'll explain how. Because you can get a payout in 3 days. Asia session is 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. To verify my phone, bro. To log into my bank, bro? What is this? Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm going to be straight up. Alpha is still my number 1 because it's just unbeatable. It's unbeatable. But Funded Next might be a really good place to go to just get your first couple bucks. And if you need another firm to go to. It's not going to be my number 1, but I do think it's worth doing. Why is Alpha good? You don't need a buffer to request payout. Card is invalid. All that time, bro. Tell me the card is invalid. Fuck this shit, bro. Crypto. Fuck it. PayPal. Pay with PayPal. Hold on, guys. Gotta do a PayPal now. You can't trade with Alpha? Try. If you can't trade with Alpha, try Funded Next, bro. You might be able to take advantage. You might be able to take advantage. Alright, let me tell you guys. If I hit 1.5K on a 50K zero account, how much can I withdraw? You can withdraw 750. Does your max order move if you take a payout? No. It stays whatever it was before the payout. Funding futures or funding pips? I don't know nothing about funding pips. How do you have 22K followers but not known? I'm pretty well known. I'm not that big though. But I am pretty well known, I'd say. The difference is you can get 12 50K accounts with 100% profit split, and you can get payout in 3 days. And you can rinse and repeat that. Okay, it's just starting to piss me off, bro. Let's just sign into my PayPal. I don't think I would do like a actual like mentorship. I would probably just stream in the Discord and just help people there. I feel like the live streams are probably one of the best way you can mentor someone. I do have a code for Funded Next. I don't even think I get commission on it, but If you want to use it, that would be nice. I just posted it in the Discord. I don't know how the commissions work. I honestly don't think I get commissions, but they were telling me I do, but I don't know. I don't think it works, bro. But if I do get a lot of people who use my code, then we can... Okay, I think I finally got the account. I don't know why that took so long. I'll just have to use PayPal. Judas Swing is just a fake price run. Alright. Let's just see if we can sign in here. Cool. Okay, we just got a brand new 25K account. Okay, let me tell you guys a couple things. First things first. First things first. Let's lock in here before market open. You have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You have 3 more days to enter the Alpha Futures giveaway. Alpha Futures giveaway. We're giving away a full computer setup, a full trading setup, PC, chair, monitor. And on top of that, we'll give 2 people 50K accounts. The only thing you have to do is if you use my code, message me and I will add you. That's it. You might as well. If you're going to use the code, you might as well message me, because what's the point? Even if, yeah, the odds are not good, but I'm just saying, if you use my code, you might as well enter the giveaway, okay? That's Alpha Futures. Put that aside. Next, Funded Next. I'm going to tell you guys about Funded Next and what my plan is with them. They're not my number 1 firm. They're not my number 2 firm. They're not even my number 3 firm. But they have an advantage. Funded Next has an advantage that no other firm has. And I'm going to tell you what that is. You can get, so listen closely, you can get a 25K account. Let's just do this on one example. 25K account. You have to, once you pass, which the passing is pretty easy on a 25K account. I think it's $12.50 to make $1,500. That's pretty simple. That's like a 1R. You need 1R to pass, okay? And you can pass in 1 trade. So realistically, we're probably just going to like full port a PM trade, 1R model. We'll pass like 7 out of 10 accounts. So you pass your model, you pass your account in 1 trade. Don't waste time. Just go for it in 1 trade. And then all you need to get a max payout, which would be $800 on the 25K account, is 3 days. The easiest thing you can do, make 260 bucks. Make 260 bucks, make 260 bucks. That's all you have to do. 3 days, aim for 260 bucks. Then after those 3 days, you're eligible for an $800 payout. So let's think about this. Let's use our brains and think about the math here. The eval is 70 bucks. Say we fail 3 evals. Okay, we fail 3 evals and we fail 1 funded. So on our 5th attempt, we have spent 350 bucks. And we're going to get an $800 payout. So it took us 5 tries to pass and get 3 winning days. That's 5 tries. That's 5. You have a lot of tries. You're still going to more than double your money. Now, what's the cheat code? You get 100% profit split. And 2, you can get 12 25K accounts. So that $800 payout, if you get 5, listen, don't even bother going for uncapped payouts. I mean, you can, but there's really no point. You want to rinse and repeat this because you can get payout in 3 days. So you can genuinely get an account today, pass. Hopefully this happens to me. We pass first try, but we'll figure it out. It's the rapid plan only. This only works on the rapid plan. You get it. Start with 25K account. This is Funded Next. 25K account. Pass. As long as you pass in 10 tries, you literally have 10 tries, you'll break even at least. There's no activation fee. So as long as you pass in, let's say, 8 tries, you're probably going to get a payout. You have 8 attempts. Don't gamble. You have 8 tries. You can pass. All you have to do is, so 1, pass. Number 2, 3 winning days. All you have to do, listen, don't aim for more. 260 bucks, 260 bucks, 260 bucks. Okay? You get 260 bucks in each. I'm not sure if it's available in Romania. You can try. Then you request payout. 3 days. You can request payout in 3 days. Then you blow the account. That will blow the account. You take your money, you restart. Eventually, when you make enough money, use that money, get 12 accounts. I'm going to go through this process because I think it's a little kind of a cheat code to make free money on the side. Because I know I'm going to pass at least 1 in 8. We're talking about the Funded Next cheat code, bro. All right, let's lock in. We're bullish. Period. Simply put, we're bullish because the daily bullish for value gap. Friday's expansion. I'm still bullish from that. Um, and that's it. We're looking for longs. They are reliable. They have the second largest ever forex firm. Why do you blow the account? So you can. The reason you want to blow the account with funded next after taking your 3-day payout is because the next payout has to be 2 weeks. So yeah, you can go for it, but it doesn't make sense. You'd rather just take $800, blow the account, use that $800, get another one, pass, get a payout in 3 days, repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And I actually asked them, and they said they're allowed to do this. London lows can be taken. I don't think they'll be taken though. Just rinse and repeat. You have 3 days. Can I now just get another account I'm having? You could, but listen, the whole point is to get payouts in 3 days. The alpha code is Gatie. Um, the whole point is to get the payout in 3 days. If you want to stay with them, I'm gonna be honest, they're not really a good firm to. I'm not gonna say they're not a good firm to, but they're not the best firm to stay with like long term. You kind of just want to. After you take the 800 after 3 days, the account blows. Now repeat. Get another account, get another payout in 3 days. You can literally pass, activate the account, and then 3 days. Which firm for long term? I'd probably do Alpha or Top Step or Apex. Apex probably one of the best long term firms, to be honest. Really long term. Yes, exactly what you said. That would purposely blow the account. And that's a good thing. FTMO is good for long term, yeah. FTMO is a great firm. That's Forex. Alright. Oh shoot, I never posted an Outlook. Um it is kind of a cheat code. Like you just purposely blow the account. So I messaged them back. If you guys are in my Discord, you guys heard me say that I told Fund Next I don't want the affiliation. I then messaged them back and said, okay, you know what, we can do it. We can do the affiliation. Um, I don't really care about the. I don't even think I can. I don't even think I get commissions, to be honest. But hopefully they can give us some free accounts to give away or something. We're talking about Fund Next. Anyway, let's lock in. Let's actually lock in here. Let's make sure we're fully focused. We got rid of all that. We can talk more about it later. Let me open my Alpha accounts. Let me open my Apex accounts. Basically, they give you you can kind of finesse the rules with Funded Next, and you can with finessing the rules you can try to make money weekly. You know, kind of exploiting the proper rules. See that return to new day opening gap. There's Asia highs. Previous day's highs, my main draw today. So hopefully we can get a high probability long. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So to my knowledge, I just need to know. We're gonna try to pass this account in one trade. Hopefully we don't blow it. Then we can just show you guys how fast we can get a payout. Because the payout is gonna be easier than passing, to be honest. Similar to Alpha. How much you gotta make? You gotta make I have 1250. Okay, I gotta make 1500. How many contracts can I trade? I'm gonna go ahead and assume I can trade 10 micros. Okay, so 930's been one-sided. Opening range gap low. Opening range gap high. We don't need end dog because we're working inside opening range gap. You know what? Let's keep it. I wouldn't use this as first presentation, but you could. What I want to see is this. That would be a nice setup. We do have consumer confidence at 10 a.m. Sometimes they make this a red folder, sometimes orange. If you trade alpha futures, I believe it is. Give me 1 second. It is a red folder for alpha futures, I believe. So make sure you know the 2-minute rule. You follow that if you're trading a funded account with alpha. Appreciate you, Green Lords. What's the requirement? I have to make 1,500. I have 1,250. So we're gonna risk. I mean, realistically, I guess we could risk 500 and just go for 3R or something, or we can risk 750 and go for 3R. I guess that's probably the plan. Oh, sorry, risk 750 and go for 2R. Try to pass it in one trade. Should be pretty simple. With account size, get the 25K account. Get the 25K accounts. Okay, good, good. People are messaging me for that alpha giveaway. Good, that's good. They locked in. Yeah, you could short this classic model. You could. I'd rather sit here and wait for a long though. No, the 25K is not on alpha. Alpha is a whole different situation. Alpha is my personal #1 firm. I will die by that. I will die by that. Yeah, you can pass in one day with the 25K account. Okay, step 1 of our plan, take pre-market lows. I like these equal lows right here. Whoops. I like these equal lows. But this is fine too. They don't beat alpha because alpha, you can do the same thing with one account repeatedly, which is kind of OP. But If your goal is like one payout and one payout only, on the next. And then you can repeat that, like getting that one payout. Okay. We want to see a high probability long setup. We have draws at previous day's high and Friday's high. I think we can get there today. Actually, that's pretty far up. No trades yet. But I would switch to alpha anyway, M, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Something so underrated by alpha is the fact you can literally message their like Discord mods 24, like they have 24/7 help in their Discord. Like that is so useful. That is so useful. There's no other firm that you can just message someone and they're gonna help you like right away. Cause you're gonna need help. You know, at first I thought that was like silly, but no, you are gonna need help, and you kind of want to hope that there's easy access to that. This wouldn't constitute a long for me. Could view this as classic model double purge inversion here. It's not enough for me. There's an SMT here. What I want to see is probably the next protraction model. I'd probably take the next protraction model. I don't know which one's first presentation. Not even going to use it. It's probably this because ES also has a fair value gap there. ES has this one. So I think that's pretty valid. There's your classic model, double purge. I wouldn't even mind if we get even a protraction from here. Like I wouldn't mind. I would take it. I would take it. Pretty much just aim for the buy side there, yeah, nothing else. We'll see. 2 minutes forming, nothing crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if this is lowest session. Would not be surprised. I may have wrong bias, but for now that's the premise that low is protected and we can trade protractions if they form. Check out the stock market. We are retracing. No significant lower that we're retracing to. Okay, it looks like we're going to have a pretty sideways opening range, which is fine, which means we may see an expansive 10 a.m. So we can wait for that. I don't mind waiting for that. Yeah, Fund Next is great. If you want, if it's okay, so if you're gonna use my code, I don't like that they have it set up like this, but use this link plus the code, then you get the discount. And this is pretty much everything you need to know. I don't think I get a commission off this, but I also might. I don't know. I genuinely did not understand what the guy was telling me. I told him I don't really care, to be honest. The only reason I went back and said yes to the partnership was because I planned on using them myself. At first, I was like, not worth it, but then I figured out you can get 3-day payouts. So I was like, oh shit, that's kind of nice. You can get a 3-day payout. So I went back to him and I was like, yeah, yo, I'll take that partnership. There's a lot of prop firms now. There's like way too many, if anything. I don't know. I don't know how much percent it is. S&P at the highs. Oh wait, no. I mean, it's weird. They're kind of a little bit out of sync. Let's look at the dollar. Okay, dollar looks pretty bearish. Let's look at YM. YM's inside a daily bullish for value gap. We just have to be patient here, and we just have to wait for a high probability setup, and that's it. All we have to do. We'll wait. Probably have to wait for the macro or wait for 10 a.m. Let the opening range do its thing. Inverted first presentation again. I feel like we're really using that first presentation. I don't know. The way we just keep inversing it, respecting it when it's inversed, and then run the high or low. It's kind of too clean. Too clean if you ask me. There's sell side again. So this could potentially give a good setup. There's the daily bullish fair value gap high getting tagged. Let's see if ES can run the sell side. Okay, ES takes out the sell side at 9:30. We have another SMT now, lower or whatever. So we're gonna probably take the next protraction model. But we'll see. How big are these? 10, 20. I need to buy a new phone. Does anyone have the iPhone 16? And can anyone vouch? Or should I wait for the 17 that comes out in like a month? Because my phone battery sucks. Like it genuinely sucks. Wait for 17. Everyone say wait for 17. 16 Pro is ass. 16 is ass. Oh man, I'm gonna have to wait. I need contract strength. This account, I'm gonna full port it. I'm gonna risk. Oh no, I'm gonna risk 750. So we'll have to calculate that. Probably 10 micros. You don't like Android? I've never tried. 16 is goated fast. 16 is good. 16 Pro is goated. When 17 releases, 16 will be cheaper. Get your battery replaced? You're right, I could just get the battery replaced. But I think this is a great excuse to just simply get a new one. Get an older one when the 17 comes out. If you want an Android, Google Pixel 9 Pro. I did hear that's a good one. I just don't think that's gonna be for me. Mustafa, I risk 125 on my 50K funded regularly. But I've been risking 250 on Apex. No, I'm bullish. If you're bearish, you can short. I'm not bearish. I'm gonna be waiting for longs. So from what I'm hearing is 16 is pretty good. You could view this as a Judah swing if you're bullish. It's not if we turn bullish. This is a Judah swing if you are bullish. You're viewing this as a fake price run. The only purpose of this run is to engineer liquidity here. If you're bullish, if the market is predisposed to go higher. If not, well then it's not true. Then it's nada. It's nada. Can you help me trade? No. Okay, yes, I consider it Judah swing then. I'm bearish also. I'm not bearish personally. I'm bullish, but nothing wrong if you're bearish. No trades yet. You'll see me execute the screen. Anyway, let's close chat. Let's lock in here. I had to ask about that. So for me to see a trade here, I don't need a CISD. We're gonna have to wait for a protraction model though. Something like this, hopefully, would be nice. Traded back into daily BISI high. I'm confident this will probably set the low at 930. I'm not trying to pick bottoms and tops. Obviously, we have a nice inversion here. Don't really care about that. I'm more interested in seeing a protraction model form before we take this high, ideally. You could long right now if you're really bullish. I'd rather wait for my model. So I gotta see something like this. I'm gonna scan the 30-second. See if there's a 30-second CISD. There was a really clean 30-second CISD there, actually, right here. There's something that could have been executed. 50 point stop, $100, 100 times 10,007. Yeah, it'll probably be around 10 micros. We risk 750. Try to pass in one trade. Okay, so we might get a protraction model here now. So we're trading into the bullish fair value gap. If we get an order block right here, I will execute that order block. I'm hoping this actually like it's a nice retracement because we'll probably take it like this, stop down here. Realistically, the stop could be here. If we get a really big candle, then okay, we'll just put the stop there. 20 points, 40 times 10, 400. It'll be a 3-hour trade anyway, so we'll just risk 400 then. And then here we'll do 5 micros if we get the order block here. So if we get the order block here, I'll hold. I'll have to hold through. I mean, consumer confidence is whatever. I just want to see one. I want to see a big candle here, like as long as possible. If I'm being honest, as far away from this order block low as can be. And then we'll execute that protraction model. If it forms, maybe close here. 23 times 2, 50, 50 times 5. Let's do 4 micros on the Apex accounts. All right. Okay. Whoa. That's a little too far, but let's take it. We're aiming for a lot, so. Okay. I guess we'll keep the P&L on because we need to know if we pass or fail. I don't know how much we're risking, to be honest. Doesn't matter. We'll just close it at 1250. So taking my first trade here, executing off that bullish order block. Yeah, pretty simple trade for tracker model. Pretty much the game plan we had going into today was this trade. Stop goes to the order block low. And yeah, I want to see expansion. We have objectives here. In the equal highs. Should see speed towards that. And at that point, we get a full breaker. Low, high, low. So if we get above here, we get a full breaker. And then if we have the right bias, we can potentially see runs all the way up into here. Another bullish fair value gap in here. Could be a breakaway. We have to make sure we don't close the trade before news. So we can't close this trade on out. Oh wait, no, all right, it should be fine because we're at apex. Yeah. Now, if you want to be really cautious, I'm gonna bring the stop to 464. Because that should cover that bullish fair value gap, right? It should cover. It should be, if it's gonna respect this bullish fair value gap, right? It shouldn't be trading all the way down there, and then that order block as well. So stop at 46375. That candle's low. Let me make sure it's accurate on all my accounts. Now we wait. We trade into that bullish fair value gap. Let's see if it gets respected. 950 macro. Remember, we cannot, if you're trading alpha, 958 to 1002, no executions. And let's do some math. This is a 25K account. Oh, damn, we need this to go, huh? We'll just throw that up there. We can always add, I don't know if this is the max. We can always add like 5. This would be another order block. If we close above, then we can expect speed to the equal highs. We can bump the stop here and then have a risk-free trade. That would be nice. Well, not really risk-free, but pretty much risk-free. Our stop would be 13 points, no biggie. It's got to close above though. See if we can get above new day opening gap, get above this high. Like I said, we get a full breaker here. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. If we can actually get that expansion. If we do, I would expect a pretty nice run higher. If not, might stay pretty sideways. Overall, I like this trade regardless. Yeah, we could have got a better fill, but that's how far. I mean, I asked for a big candle. I got a big candle. A little bit too big, if you ask me, but it is what it is. I'm only in 4 micros on the Apex accounts. How much stop is this? 750, perfect. So we ended up risking 750 perfectly. Well, pretty much perfectly, right? 640, yeah. So we still get one more try to pass the account in. I guess if we risk 750, if we're down 750, then we have to make 1500 plus 750. So 3R, so. Okay. So just watching this bullish fair value gap. I'm gonna swap time frames here. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute has a fair value gap there. We'll probably trade into that. See that? 4 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute. Don't even look at the 5 minute. I'll be honest. But this is your 3 minute fair value gap. And ES has already traded into it, so we'll see if NQ wants to get in there. For now, we'll just keep this annotated. Again, just looking for that order block to form. It's officially 10 a.m. There's consumer confidence. See, not much happens, at least for now. Well, nice volatility, I guess. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to touch the stop if we get the OB here because the 3 minute is still there. Maybe if ES closes above and gives it at 9:54, but I'd probably just wait. But if you want to be really safe, you can just bring the stop to wherever your fill was. I'm personally not going to, unless ES gives me the 3 minute order block, or like if we get above these highs, then you have to manage your risk somehow. It would just be too red flag. So we got the OB. So this is the situation. 3 minute is a breakaway currently. If we're really bullish, we will not come back. I'm not convinced we're really bullish. I feel like if we were really bullish, we might have seen like the next two candles should be really ripping. So I'm not gonna bring the stop to 2, 3, 4, 8, 3. Because I still think price could come into this. So this is where I'm that 1 out of 10 times where I'm using, my own ability to navigate rather than my rules. This is the 10% of the time. Because the stop's right at a 3 minute bullish fair value gap, I do not want to put my stop there. I still see a scenario where we do something like this. And I'm happy to risk. I've fully accepted that part. So we're going to leave that and we'll see. If ES gave us a 3 minute order block, that would have been a different story. Because then a full protraction would have formed on ES on the 3 minute. That hasn't happened. We wicked, which is this candle here. So we'll just stay patient. If we take the equal highs, that's a different story. You're definitely going to want to, whether you partial here and then move your stop and hope for runners, or you should probably manage your trade at these equal highs because you never know if you're right or wrong about a trade setup. Although, that 15-minute wick is pretty damn convincing. I'll say that much. That's a pretty insane 15-minute wick. Hourly chart, nothing crazy. 4-hour chart, nothing crazy. Should be speeding up here. We just wait. Pretty sloppy trade so far. The macro is 7 more minutes. We can officially exit on alpha if should we choose to or need to, which is nice. Consumer confidence isn't that big of a deal usually. First presentation currently on our side. New day opening gap. We're not getting above it. But to me, this just looks like accumulation. I mean, anything could happen. I still see a scenario where we get something like this. It's possible. Best case scenario, this stays open. Because if that stays open, then we're really bullish. And it might stay open, so we'll see. Nothing much to discuss. Pretty sideways. If you're uncomfortable holding in consolidation, well, you can close the trade right now. If you're not willing to accept the risk still. I'm still totally fine if this were to come back and stop me. I'm composed, so I don't need to do anything like close the trade. But remember, every single trade, this is my lesson for you guys today. Every single trade takes capital in the form of money and capital in the form of mental. If you run out of mental capital, you should not be in a trade. Because what are you going to do if you lose? If, say, for example, this trade comes back and boom, hits my stop. Now, this is an eval, so it doesn't really matter too much. But let's say it's a funded, or let's say it's a live account. Are you going to go on tilt? You have to ask yourself every single time, if I lose this trade right now, am I going to be on edge and go on tilt? If the answer is yes, close the trade. You have not even accepted the risk of this trade. Because there's a possibility that happens. And you have to keep that into consideration when you're trading. If a lot of people don't consider that they might actually lose the trade, you know? And then they lose, and then of course they're going to overtrade or over leverage. Ask yourself when you're in the trade, or before you take it even, if this was to come back and come all the way down here and stop me, am I going to crash out? It's valid. I'm not saying you should feel any certain. You shouldn't be happy. I mean, obviously you got to try to control yourself and stay neutral as much as possible. But sure, you can be upset, right? The equal highs are right there. It comes back, stops you. But if you ask yourself that question and your answer is yeah, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be on edge. I might tilt. Okay, close the trade right now. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk then. Valid crash out. There is no such thing as a valid crash out. But if you know what's going to make you crash out, then just close the trade. You haven't accepted the risk, you know? I'm focused on this low right here. This is an M3 fair value gap. We'll see if that gets respected. ES set perfect equal highs. Could be a nice draw. This is like watching paint dry, man. This is so typical in August. You take a trade. Like in August, you take a trade. Everything lines up. Everything is solid. And then it just goes sideways. And it makes you second guess everything. You know? Am I even in a good trade? Am I even bullish? Is this market going to chop for the entire session? When you start asking yourself questions like that, you start doubting, best thing you can do is zoom out. Just keep zooming out. 2 minute, yeah, a lot of wicking. 3 minute, you see the fair value gap there on the 3 minute. 4 minute, not really clean. 5 minute, whatever. 10 minute, pretty bullish last 10-minute candle. 15 minute, really big wick on the 15 minute. 30 minute, 30 minute looks pretty solid. You see, we inverse that 30 minute fair value gap, forming a 30 minute bullish, probably, or perhaps. Hourly looks pretty good. We got in 1 hour order block here. Equal high still there. 4 hour, 4 hour, pretty solid 4 hour close. Daily, yearly, I'm joking. Don't look at the yearly. Yeah, you realize that the 1 minute doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Can you add Spanish subtitle? I can try. My TP here is just to pass the account. My actual management, you're gonna have to listen to how I'm managing it on my Apex funded and my Alpha. This is just, I'm going for it. I don't care. I'm not wasting any time. This is the funded next 25K eval. Like I said, we're probably gonna pass, and surely we're gonna do it. You never know, but it should take us less than 5 attempts to pass. And even if it takes us 5 tries, the payout's still gonna make double our investment. So, 5 tries cost $350. The payout's $800, 100% split. Should be a relatively profitable system for prop firm / funded next. Realistically, you got to manage your stops at some point. whether it's taking a partial or reducing risk by moving your stop to break even, or the most recent low, or I don't know, something. Once we take the equal highs. Now, if we absolutely boom through the equal highs, sure, you can expect it to go to new week, previous day high, whatever. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So on my Apex accounts, we'll probably take off 25% of the position here. Because I can't really move my stop to anywhere that makes sense, then I have to partial. I have to reduce my risk. I don't have to. But the logical thing to do is reduce my risk once we take out those equal highs. Because we might be wrong. This is a lot of bearish order flow. And it's a Tuesday with no news. So it's not like, it's going to easily expand necessarily. So on Apex, we will take a mere 4. Wait, if I do 4, no, it has to be 5. 5. If I click 5 sell market, okay, 5 sell market, did that work? Okay, it worked. Solid. So I took my first partial here, 25% off. I'm going to leave an annotation so you guys know that this is an eval, and I genuinely just want to pass it in one trade. It's not worth the hassle, the partial and scale and these things. But on my Apex accounts, 25% off came here, not to secure money, to reduce my stop. Now my stop is only 75% as much as it used to be, And I'm going to leave it where it is for now because there isn't really any clean protraction model yet. I still think we could sweep these lows and then move higher. So that's the management. Wait, I have to change my stop to 15. Okay, good. So now it's a lot easier to hold the trade now, right? It's a lot easier to hold the trade because 32 times 2 is 60. 60 times 3 is 180. We're only risking 180. Plus, we took a little bit off. So not only are we risking 180, we also secured 60. So we're only risking 120 on the trade now. So that's even less than, I guess that's like half R. So we're only risking half R now. See how taking a partial, it's not just about securing money. It's also about reducing your stop. I only have to risk 0.5 R now. Obviously, we're going to make less. That's what I get for taking a trade like this, Is there any fair value gap down there? I see the 3-minute. We're just going to annotate it like this. We may get wicked out here. Like it may come down deep retracement. But we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't go all the way down to like OTE into here, and then like if it's bullish, I mean. If it's bearish and it comes down and then takes a low, okay, that's fine. That's a happy loss. Oh. Now if price comes above here and closes above, I'm bringing my stop to this. But that's a clean protraction, right? Solid order block, obvious fair value gap. If it closes above here, we're bringing the stop here without a question, without a doubt. 482, and that would be beautiful. I'm gonna be honest. That would be absolutely beautiful. If price closes above 519, we bring the stop to 482, and that would just be like a dream come true for me. Whether this trade plays out or not, I would be very satisfied. So if we could get there, that would be nice. Currently, order flow is shifted bearish. So up to equal highs, 1 minute CISD. Trading back into the range. See if that range gets invalidated. If so, we get to reduce our stop even more. And at that point, probably break even on the trade pretty much. Pretty solid candle there. I don't want to preemptively do anything, but there's an SMT there as well. ES swept this low. The M3 has an SMT. So we're going to bring the stop here. It's 482. Preemptively before the OB forms. But it's basically me saying that like this OB should form. And if it doesn't form, I probably do not want to be in the trade. So we're bringing the stop to that low. Now we're risk-free on Apex. Obviously, this eval we're still risking, but so 25% off here. That's equals risk-free now. Apex. The reason I'm making these annotations because I know there's people copy trading me, and they're like, "What? You're not risk-free." This is an eval. Other monitor is multiple funded accounts being traded, copy traded. We closed inside new day opening gap. Now, if we can respect the lower portion, these gray lines, that would be a solid confirmation that we can go higher. We trade into the low there. So far, trading higher. That would be nice. The best case scenario, like I said, we get the order block at 519. That would be best case scenario. Because then we know the stop can be moved, realistically, can be moved all the way down here to 490. In fact, I think we'll do that. 490 covers the full order block. Let's do that. 490. Now we're really like, at this point, we're locked in some profit. And logically so. So now we can just relax, see what this trade can do. If our external draw is correct, great. If not, well, that's why we manage risk. And now we have a free trade, pretty much, right? And that's what keeps me in the green. Let's get really precise here. 490.75. I'm pretty OCD when it comes to this stuff. It needs to be on the tick that I want it to be on. You know what I mean? I want to see it on the tick. Because otherwise I can't keep track. If I'm always one tick off or one tick too low or one tick too high, well, then how am I going to keep track of the reasons I'm losing, right? It's inconsistent. So notice how I didn't go break even a long time ago when this trade was going up. Because I said there's a chance it can trade into that 3-minute fair value gap and move higher. So even though my rules say move it to the protraction, which I could have done, and then realistically I would be re-entering right now. But just notice how I had to use some experience there because I knew the situation that we could come back into this fair value gap, sweep the low, and it would also be a 10 a.m. power of 3 idea. 10 a.m. open, where my cursor is, open, goes up a little bit, now comes down, sweeps, and gets a full order block. Now, I would be quite surprised. Well, I wouldn't be too surprised, but if we're talking probabilities, the probability of us going higher right now is a lot higher than us going lower. The only reason we wouldn't go higher is if today's not going to be expensive whatsoever. If today's not expensive whatsoever, well, then we're not going to move higher, obviously, and it's just gonna fall short and stay range bound. If today's going to be expansion, the probabilities of us going higher right now are quite significant. I'm going to put the stop to 49175, which is the body low. Now I'm just like micromanaging. Now we just have to hope, or Wait and see. Do we respect this order block? If so, do we get to -1 standard deviations? So far, coming back down, touching new day opening gap high. Best case scenario, new day opening gap high gets respected. Is there a fair value gap in that range? No, I don't see a fair value gap in that range. So we'll see if the opening gap pretty much the only. Oh, there is one right here actually, small one. We'll see if that gets respected. It's pretty small, but doesn't really matter if it's small or big. Someone's laughing right now for sure. Now, if we close above here, you know where I'm bringing the stop, 509, and then we lock in 15 points profit, and then it's more than risk-free at that point. That would only be on Apex. I guess I could do it here too. I'd rather not. Let me check the 5-minute. 15-1. See how we're just bringing the stop, reducing my risk. And yeah, sure, we could have been stopped out on this trade. That's fine. If I do this 10 times, will I be profitable? Of course. Why wouldn't I be? We're reducing our risk and our winners are running. When the trade's good, it's going to keep running. OBs get respected, OBs get respected, OBs get respected. The trade keeps running. When the trade's not that good, it might wake you out in profit. Maybe you got a partial and you walk away with a little win. Okay, so isn't that the whole point of trading? Cut your losses, run your winners. You need a system that can allow for that. Why do you take partials? Because you can make more money with full TPs and lesser win rate. The reason I take partials is to reduce my risk. If I don't take partials, how can I guarantee that my losses are going to be, you know, a lot smaller than my wins? It's not. TikTok ended? Oh, shit. I was so locked in. How long has it been ended for? I already partialed on Alpha and Apex. 25% off here. The rest is running. New week opening gap, previous day high. I have nothing else between now and previous day's high besides TP. Like 5 minutes? Damn. Inactivity. Usually they give me like a notification, man. They're like, yo, your Apex shit's down. Some shit like that. There's the expansion. Yeah, sorry, TikTok. I don't know what happened. I was on TikTok live, just took me out. Yeah, man. Usually they give me a notification. It was an inactivity thing. They basically thought I was AFK. This was 9:30 power of 3. 10 a.m. was just TP. I'm going to be honest. We're probably going to shoot for the stars with this one. Bringing the stop to 509. I'm going to be honest. New week opening gap. It's probably a solid partial. But besides that, there's nothing, in my opinion, there's really nothing between us and previous day's high. So we're going to let this one go. We're just going to lock in the profit at 509. We'll take a partial at new week opening gap. Or we just take 2R, 3R. Nothing wrong with 2R, 3R. Yeah. You know, at this point, we've already secured, I think, probably at least half hour, right? So we'll see if it just runs. Can't get excited. Nothing's changed from all the previous stuff that I've said. So I like -1 standard deviations, but I might be asking for too much. We entered this fair value gap. There's nothing here. Like I said, there's genuinely nothing here between us and previous day's high. I guess new week opening gap, which could be a partial. How much you need to pass? This price limit right here. But remember, I took this on my funded as well. Depends what you're looking for. Everyone's TP should look different. You guys shouldn't have the same TP as me. First, especially not this one, because this is literally, this TP makes no sense. I hope you guys do not have a limit order resting at 571.25, and then you're just hoping like me. This is a hope and dream TP. This is how I trade my evals. You want a really good level to aim for? I'll give you guys a really good level to aim for. Half standard deviation. Oh, that might be right now. Half standard deviations of opening range is usually pretty solid. You could go 0.25 because it's a pretty large opening range. You can look at that. I think new week opening gap return to is pretty solid. Next partial here. But like I said, I mean, just look at the higher time frame. Let's go to the hourly, for example. Assuming we're bullish, meaning we'll inverse this fair value gap. First things first, look at my stop. Covers the inversion pretty much. So that's great. Secondly, what's between here and that? Like nothing. It's gonna run the highs or it's not. Now, is it gonna run the highs before it stops you? I don't know. That's a different story. You have to determine what you're gonna take off. You know? You gotta determine that. What's your risk allow you? Maybe you only need 2R. Maybe you're trading an alpha account. Maybe you did the funded next strategy and all you need is 250 bucks. You would have been done this trade a long time ago then. You know? Now, if you want to be aggressive, you could actually put the stop at this most recent low. I'm probably not. I'm just going to sit this out, but you could. Or what you do is you don't take profit. You keep scaling your stop, and eventually when it fizzles out, you get taken out of the trade. That would be this low right here, 532. Now 532. Let me do some math here. Would secure 1R for me on the day, plus a little bit. So 532 is not a bad place to put the stop. You got to zoom out and see, does 532 really make sense? I don't know. It's pretty tight 1 minute OB. Why bullish bias? Bullish the entire week. The reason I was bullish today, what confirmed to me was the bullish fair value gap on the daily chart. Simply put, I was bullish on the week. We traded into a bullish fair value gap. So it made it very simple. I'm going to be honest. Can I tell you guys? Let me show you guys something. If you guys really want to see the insight on why I was bullish. Yesterday, I called out that Asia lows were not going to be taken. 930 pumps, Asia low safe. I said that at 948. And the reason I said that was very simple. I'm going to show you guys. It's actually really simple when you think about it. If we're bullish, and this is a daily bullish fair value gap, why would this low get taken? You know? What happened? It was an inactivity thing. I even said yesterday Tuesday was going to be bullish, and Monday low was probably going to be safe. In this case, we actually swept Monday low. But then again, this is a lot of volatility from Asia. Trump said something. So in my opinion, that was hard to predict. But I did predict Asia low being safe. So now we'll see. Solid trade. Is my stop safe? Is my stop safe before what? No stop is safe forever. You know? Is my stop safe? Yeah, my stop's where it's supposed to be, if that's what you want to ask. That's where my stop's supposed to be. Realistically, it should be right here. But I'm not going to put it there. I'm going to leave it right here. To cover the 5-minute fair value gap that's forming, we'll probably move it to 512. And on this trade, we're not going to hit TP. Like, realistically, it's running to previous day's high. All we're going to do is lock in profit with our stop. It's just one of those trades. It's simply one of those trades. We're not going to take out full position. It's going to be, we're going to take a partial at new week opening gap. That's the next price level. Or we get stopped out in profit and we secure 1R, right? No biggie. No biggie. Would I swing trade this on? Would I hold for the week if I was on a live account? Not with this stop, no. If I was holding for the week, stop's got to go to like here. Then you could make a pretty decent argument. We inverse the 15-minute. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's what we were talking about in the hourly as well. If we're bullish. Daddy, I'm so heartbroken. 0.8 away from my buy limit and price ripped up. That's why I don't use limit orders, man. Why would you have a limit order? You lose it by 0.8. Why even take that chance? Prices... Like, think about it like that. Let's think about this for one moment. This is why I don't understand limit orders, man. You're bullish. You have a drawn liquidity higher. You're confirmed that price is going to go higher. Click buy. Click buy. Is the risk reward good enough? Okay, if you have to take if you have to click buy and the risk reward is really bad, okay, don't. But what's stopping you from clicking buy? There are traders out there who are like professional traders I've read about. If they're bullish, they just click buy. It's like, why am I not clicking buy? The whole point of being bullish is you think price is going to go up. So if you think price is going to go up, why are you not buying? Like, why are you not in a trade? He literally said, the moment I'm bullish, I'm in a trade. He's like, there's never a time I'm not. You get what I'm saying? When he gets that confirmation, okay, price is bullish. Okay, buy. Like, he's in the trade. There's no such thing as like, because if you're bullish, then why would you not be in a trade? Think about it. Doesn't really make sense, I guess. Because if you're not bullish, then you're not. Then you're neutral, right? In which case, if you're neutral, you're not in a trade, obviously. Is there a good time to enter right now? I'd probably wait for a more significant retracement that gets overrun. Say the 5-minute fair value gap. 5-minute fair value gap there. If it gives an OB after that or something. Never show it's dark market. SMT. There's an SMT there. It'd probably break, though. I don't think the SMT matters. Did you do one mini? You gotta do micros, bro. You can't be risking with minis too much. ES hasn't taken Asia highs? That's a big miss by me. Yeah. You put me on, bro. Appreciate you. That's a pretty big miss by me. Well, it wouldn't, not on this account, but. If you have to question holding or not, just close. Would you be mad with whatever that gave you? Remember, every trade, mental capital, and money capital. You don't have to hold a trade till your TP. You do not. There's a reason you're sitting here watching the candlesticks, right? If you were just a TPSL guy, I set the trade and go to sleep. You don't even have to waste your time. But we're not. I mean, I'm not an SL or TP kind of guy. So if we get closure above the highs here, I'll bring the stop to 526. I would have set it on mini. Oh, micro. You got to set it to the micro, bro, not the mini. See, even that one tick fair value gap I respected. We were looking for it in that price range. It's pretty interesting. How many micros do you use? On this trade, I used 4 micros. 4 micros. A little bit under risk. Should have been 5. but I knew the fill was going to be a little bit higher than I wanted, so I just took 4. Like at any point you can click close, you know. You guys have to keep that in mind. That's something I'm not that good at, to be honest. Is like terminating early, whether it's when it's in profit or stop. I'm really good with the partials, the stop loss management, the risk management. But when it comes to just saying, yeah, I don't like this, click the button. Because in my mind, like, it already takes a lot to accept the risk fully. So then when you have to, like, when you fully accept the risk, then you're like, okay, let me just close it here. It's like, what did I accept the risk for? You know? It's a tough one. That's something I have to improve on. But there's a lot of times I'm looking at the price action, I'm like, maybe I just close here. You know? Maybe I just close here. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me just see. I'll accept. I cope by saying, let me accept the risk. But in reality, that's not what it is. My TP on my funded, I'm looking at ES, Asia highs, and like I said, new week opening gap. I mean, it can't be more obvious. If I have something annotated, it means I'm looking for it as a draw. Should I buy more accounts or buy someone's mentorship? I mean, do you need to learn, or I don't understand the question here, man. I'd like this to close above. We can bring the stop to 527. I like to stop at 527 anyways. Alright. This secures more than 1 R on the trade. We're going to do it. It's a smart thing to do. And if we get stopped, well, we can look for a re-entry. We didn't get the OB, so it might fail there. But realistically, I mean, that's a 5-minute bullish. If we're going to come back, take this low, we're probably going to inverse the 5-minute bullish. If we inverse the 5-minute bullish, means we're probably going to get a deep retracement. If we get a deep retracement, we look for a re-entry. I'm going to close it here, perhaps. Watching this closely. Low is safe for now. I'll just leave it. I'm not going to close manually. There's no point. Leave it at low. Because that's the idea, right? If this is a 5-minute bullish fair value gap and we're going to come back, we've already traded through it completely. So if we're going to take this low, we're probably going to inverse. There, we're out of the trade. Okay. Good trade. Very good trade. We can end that recording. Let's look for a re-entry. I'm still bullish. I'm going to scan for a re-entry. If this really just sweeps and then goes higher, well, it is what it is. So we secured just about 1 R. I think that's good management in my opinion. We gotta minimize chat here, so okay, I guess we gotta keep a TikTok chat open because TikTok be giving me. Did I just close my accounts? Yeah, I did. I'm an idiot. I gotta reopen the accounts. 1 sec. So we'll look for a re-entry. 1050 macro could be the best time. There's a chance that this is gonna go up, form an OB, and then move higher. That'd be kind of upsetting, but it is what it is. It would be. It is what it is. It's still the smart thing to do to close where I did, I think. It shouldn't have taken that low if it was higher probability to go up. I'd be pretty happy if this starts to move down now. Pretty good cover. All right. Watch my order block video if you want to learn how I use order blocks. Don't even worry about how much money you secured. You have to think about what was logical. You have to try to. This is something I also struggle with. You have to try to eliminate the money factor. It does not matter how much money you're up or down. You have to do what makes most sense for your trading system. You know? That's something I fall victim to a lot. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Now we wait 1050 macros in 10 minutes. Perhaps we can get another entry. Looks like we're going to get an SMT at this candle. So maybe that'll provide us something. If we respect the 5 minutes still, we can look for an OB confirmation, or I don't know, 6 minute or something. Just look for something. 6 minute, 8 minute. 8 minute fair value gap inverse. I don't know. We'll wait and see. There's the SMT at that OB. So realistically, I think that was pretty good management by us because, you know, ES picked out that. Let's check out the stocks position real quick. Yeah, make sure there's nothing I can buy or add more on. Yo, I called. Yo, we got to start doing stock signals. Is that crazy? Can I just say? Why do I even want to show this right now? When you enter a trade, the comment section goes silent because everyone's copying. Possibly. Listen, I actually don't mind people copy trading. What I do mind is people just like brainlessly copy trading, you know? Like they don't know what the hell's going on. They just saw me click buy, so they click buy. I don't like that. Because one, you're not learning. Two, are you really gonna make money copying someone else? I feel like probably not. Like you might make a little money, you might get one payout. But realistically, if you lose, you're probably gonna crash out. You know? So we're gonna wait for more price action to form. Probably wait for 1050 macro. And go from there. Damn, see, that's at 198.2. Let me pull up the CLS chart real quick. Give me 1 second here. What did we peak at today? 198.6. Wow. Cool. We still got it, man. We still got it. The SMT's there. This could be an order block. I don't think I would trade it, but you could. I'm gonna wait for the macro. Be a little bit more patient. Yeah, I love trading during macros. UK Taco Bell is buttons. Why are we talking about UK Taco Bell? Yo, I gotta see how much are we up? Okay, we're up 590, so we need around 1,000 more. Okay, keep that in mind. We could just risk the 500 we made for 2R. Brother, you gotta use a discount, Rod. You gotta use the discount. Use code Gatie, bro. Or what are your favorite person? Whatever your favorite, you know, thing is. This looks like it can deliver the highs. Wait for this candle to close on ES. It's a little bit early before the macro. 20 times 2, 40, 40 times 10, 400. We can risk our profits. If this goes down and starts ticking up, all right, let's try it. Let's try risking our profits. SMT, OB. Simple idea. Protraction model. Oh shit, I don't have my Apex accounts up. Eval trade. 15, yes. How much do we need to pass? 50. Oh, perfect. New week opening gap, pretty much. All right, let's see. Whoa, this one's going. Perhaps. If I was on a funded here, I would partial. I mean, that would have been a hard. You probably did not get that. But just like we did here, partial here to take 25 just to reduce the stop loss. That's what you always want to do. That's not just a one-time thing, right? You always want to try to reduce your stop. I really don't like that SMT. I'm gonna give it a chance, but we might terminate early here because I mean it wicked, came down strong. I'm gonna give that immediate rebalance a chance, but I will hover the close because we didn't get to take a partial here. I mean the narrative is there. Like look at the 15. You look obviously the SMT. Realistically, it's still pretty bullish. 30-minute came down. It's probably gonna close near the high. Came all the way down to the bottom of the 50-minute inversion. Closed above the 50-minute inversion, trading back into the 50-minute inversion. I'll give it a chance. I'm gonna hover the close button. It's tough. It's tough to know exactly when to click the button here. Looking at ES as well. Like hesitation at its max. I might hold it because ES is gonna put in an SMT in my favor. At least what it looks like. And I think I would like that. Yikes. Not an easy one. Not an easy trade. Mental capital slowly draining. It's hard to make the right call. Well, that definitely helps. You eat bananas? Yeah, sure, why not? What type of question is that? I said, do you eat bananas? That SMT you marked out is a sequential SMT. What's a sequential SMT? Enlighten me. How long does it take for Alpha to process a past account? You get it right away, bro, usually. Like it's Alpha, I'm pretty sure Alpha don't they close the no, I can't remember. I feel like they close the account for you once you pass. Like once you hit the profit target, they just liquidate it, you're done. And then you usually get the account in like it's been a while since I passed one, I guess, but usually pretty quickly. We have to watch this closely because if I get negative feedback, I'll terminate early. S&T between consecutive quarters of a cycle. What? Isn't that gonna happen like every time? We should be expanding here. Bullish for value gap on ES. That's what I'm watching right now, by the way. If we inverse, I'll probably just close. For Zao, I mean, depends. You're looking for entry SMTs? You can use silver. You can use gold. You can use gold futures. You can use hold on, we might terminate this early. I might just put the stop right here at 533. If it trades at a 533 again, you just get rid of it. Let's terminate. I'm terminating the trade there. I'm terminating the trade early. Relatively break-even trade. ES is probably going to inverse. We can just look for a re-entry if anything. Hopefully we made the right call. I think it was the right call. If you implement SSMT to your models, it's going to change your game, I swear. Sequential SMTs. SMT between consecutive quarters of a cycle. Okay, what are the quarters? Who determined these quarters? We took 2 trades. 1 win, 1 break even. Why am I doing this for free? I don't know, man. I just want to be a good trader, to be honest. Personally, I don't believe in quarterly theory. I don't think it's true. I'm sure there are algorithms that run on some sort of quarter cycle or quarter period that run. I just feel like the SMT between 1019 and 1041, you can view it as a sequential SMT, sure. But I don't know. There's no the limit for it is 15,000, bro. For a zero account, it's 1,500. For a standard, it's 15,000. 500 lock your account. Nice, bro. It's good to lock your account. ¿Por qué siento que habla español? This is micros, yes. Yeah, no, of course you need a hard time frame narrative. I don't know. I'm not saying that. I just, what's the difference between a regular SMT and sequential SMT? I'm halfway top 50K. Nice, bro. We've taken 2 trades. I'm open to taking another one, but I gotta see something clear in this 1050 macro. You're $200 away from losing it. Well, risk $200 and try to build it back, bro. Where do you live? I live in Ontario. Can you explain why you're bullish for the day once more? This is why. Bullish for value gap on the daily. SMT stands for Smart Money Divergence. Smart Money Tool. Smart Money Time. Technique. I would still risk 200. I mean, is it a 50K account? Can you please guide me a bit on how to read the charts? You can join the live stream every day, and I will read them in front of you every single day. And hopefully that you can learn from that. I don't think we'll hit previous day high or consolidate until tomorrow. I think we'll hit previous day's high at some point today. It's possible. It's just maybe not right now. We still have 6 hours on the day. What does it take to get a passport and where you live? What's the cheat code with Funded Next? Everyone wants to hear the cheat code with Funded Next? Okay. Let's talk about the cheat code with Funded Next. No, I still stream on TikTok. They stopped the stream because inactivity, but then I just restarted it. Announce it? Announce what? This might be a nice OB. We'll taper. You know what? I'll try to pass the account in PM session. It'll be way easier in PM if all I need is a 1 hour trade. If this OB forms, you could take this inside the macro, and you could, I mean, the partial, it's going to be tough. I mean, you can break even or partial there, and then leave your trade, see if it gets best case scenario. So like what is this wouldn't count as a sequential SMT? Like, you know what I want to see? I want to see someone show me the probabilities of an SMT versus show me the probabilities of a sequential SMT. Why has no one showed that? I feel like these people who use sequential SMT, I may be wrong, but they only show when it works. They only show when it works out. They don't show when it's another situation, you know? Like when it fails or... So to me, how do you know? You know? Like, obviously, if you only show the wins, it's going to look like it's the best thing ever. How are you managing to show your face and be on live screen? How am I? I got a camera and sharing my screen. No, it's not like every trading model because I actually have data. And when I buy below the open on a CISD, it'll work out more than not. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. So I guess what I'm saying is I have just one camera. Does anyone have data on this? Maybe something I'll backtest. Dave SMT? No, that's what I'm saying. Like, does anyone have data on this? That's what I'm trying to say. Because I hear a lot of people talking about it, and I can't say it's BS because I don't know. I don't have data. You know, but not just data on when it plays out. You know what I mean? You know what? I have someone. I wonder if you can automate SSMT trading. Hold on, let me ask someone. I got a plug. I can get someone to backtest it for me. I mean, I still don't think I would add it because I don't think it'll make a difference for me. But backtest plug is wild. How do you usually backtest? Depends what I'm looking for. Am I practicing my risk management? It depends what the purpose of the backtest is. How do I usually do it? I open up the chart, skip to 9:30, look at the daily, and then the 15-minute, and then go. Yeah, TikTok Live Studio. Using TradingView? Oh, no, no, no. Hell no. TradeZella. Do you backtest it with the Discord? Sometimes. It's been a while, though. Are you profitable? No. Very unprofitable. Now will be SMT between the 4-hour candle. Is that what SSMT is? I'm curious. I'm curious now. My interest is intrigued. I just joined your Discord with Charmaine for a while. Charmaine's a good guy, man. I like Charmaine. Charmaine's a good guy. No, I'm not using CRT TradeZella. You don't even need PSPs, TPDs. What's PSPs and TPDs? Okay, I'm thinking of switching to Financial Juice instead of Forex Factory. Would you recommend it's a bit better? Just use Financial Juice if you feel like it's better. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I'm from Toronto. My TP got edged 3 times. Now I'm pissed. Why are you pissed? Why did you expect your TP to get hit? It's like a broker with all verification problem. Should be pretty quick. Must occur in a cycle. Are you lying about being unprofitable? Yeah, because I know that guy's a first time trader or a first time chatter, and if I said yeah, Means he would come to blindly copy trade me. Gaty, remember when you used to trade and go play chess and leave the trade running? I do remember that. Can you yap about funded next? Alright, everyone wants to hear the funded next cheat code. Alright, let's talk about the funded next cheat code. I don't see myself finding a trade here. You could take the next bullish order block that forms. You could take the next. I don't know how you're gonna trust this. It's gonna be hard, but you could take the next bullish order block that forms and hope. When a candle closes green on one asset, run on it. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's drop the sauce. I know. I keep saying let's talk about it, and we're not talking about it. We're gonna talk about it right now. Let's open up a space here. Okay. No, we didn't pass, but we're up. We're up like 500 on it now, so we just need 1,000. So we can just. I'll try to do it in PM. I'll risk 500 for 2R or 1,000 for 1R. Okay. First of all, first things first. Let me get one thing clear. One, I am affiliated with them. Two, I don't make money. I don't. There's a chance I do, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I make any commissions, or I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But the point is, I don't really care about. Alpha's my #1 firm. I'll promote Alpha. I make commission off Alpha and Apex. I don't really care about Funded Next in terms of making money in affiliations because whatever. This is for you guys if you want to try to abuse this cheat code that I found. Or I guess someone else found it, but I took it. Okay. Listen, so first things first. Funded Next, 25K account. You're going to do this with 25K account. Let me record this. We're going to talk about the cheat code that only works with Funded Next, okay? First things first, 25K account. Let's make this bigger. 25K account. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, with a discount code, this account is $70. I may be mistaken. I don't know. We're going with 70 bucks, okay? 70 bucks. No activation fee. You can pass in one trade. Those are important factors. So, let's remove this. So, no activation fee. Pass in one day. Or one trade, whatever. So, goal, your goal equals to pass within, let's say 5 accounts max. Pass 1 in 5. So spending between $70 to $350. Whoops, $350. Okay. Now you have $1,250 drawdown, and the profit target is $1,500. The best way to go about this, let's do some math really quick. 625. 625 risk, 1,500 profit. You get two tries. Or if you want to be ultra max aggressive, risk your entire account for 1,500 profit. Either or, you get one try at this. Remember, whatever is best for you, your goal is to pass within 5 accounts max. Okay? So, this is the evaluation phase. Now, why is this a cheat code? I will tell you why it's a cheat code. The reason the cheat code, I'll tell you what the cheat code is. The cheat code is your first payout can be done in 3 days. All you need is 40% consistency for a max $800 payout. So what does that mean? 800 divided by 3 is 266. So let's say 260 plus 265 plus 265 equals 3 winning days and 40% consistency equals request max payout $800. Now, your return on your investment will be anywhere between 800 divided by 70. Between 11 to 11x your investment. So you're making anywhere from 2 times to 11 times your original investment. Now, what is the cheat code? The cheat code is, simply put, the payout itself blows the account. Allows you to get another one and repeat. Payouts every 3 days if done perfectly. You can repeat this process. With the 25K account, you can get 12. So not only can you do this every 3 days if you do it correctly, you can do it with 12 accounts. Obviously, don't go ahead and get 12 accounts. That's not what I'm going to do one. I have one account right now. I'm on the eval phase. We spent $70. We're trying to make whatever. This is funded next 25K. So that's the goal. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try the strategy. I'll let you guys know if it works. I know people who do this and they told me it works. They told me it's not, you don't get banned for this. There's nothing wrong with it. Except they don't pay out actually profitable traders. They'll pay you out, bro. Funded Next is one of the richest firms to exist. They have one of the second biggest ever Forex firm, to my knowledge. They'll pay you out, bro. I don't know anyone who hasn't had problems. I mean, worst case, how does taking a payout blow your account? Because you wiped all your profits. So with Funded Next, when you take a payout, your maximum loss gets set to 0. So if you request everything you made, you blow the account. But listen, you want to blow the accounts. That's the point. The reason you want to blow the account is so that you can get another one and get it in 3 days. If you're going to go for multiple payouts, don't even use Funded Next. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't use Funded Next. Go to Alpha or Apex. Don't use Funded Next. Because the reason you want to blow the account is so you can do this every week or every 3 days. If you don't blow the account, you have to wait 2 weeks. So it's only your first payout that can be done in 3 days. After the first one, you have to wait 2 weeks. That would defeat the whole purpose. Why am I waiting 2 weeks? Yeah, sure, 2 weeks for $800. Sure, it's not a bad situation, but at that point, just get the alpha account. You probably will do better because you don't need a buffer, which means you'll get payouts way easier. So that's my goal. So in terms of the affiliation, they messaged me to, what can 5 accounts, so 800 times 5? No, you can get 12. You can get 12 25K accounts. This is Funded Next. 80% off. Yep, 80% off for Apex. They have a rule you shouldn't risk more than 2%. Really? Well, on Funded or EVA. On Funded, no, not on EVA. On Funded, yeah, on Funded, you're going to, listen, on Funded, you only need $260. Do you have a code for this? Yeah, if you want to support me, I don't know. I recently affiliated with them. If you want to support me, what you would have to do is use this link to make your account, or just use this link one time. It's like my referral link, and then code Gatie. You know what? I'll even tell you what. Listen closely. Every single dollar that I make in commission from Funded Next, we will use to give in giveaway. We might even just do cash giveaways, straight up. What if I just do that? Because, like, just to prove to you guys, I genuinely don't care how much money I make from Funded Next commission. If they don't pay me, I'll give back every single dollar that I make from Funded Next. I don't think it's going to be much, because I don't think anyone wants to click the link. But you know what? Let's put that in there. Every single dollar made from commission from Funded Next will be given back in giveaways, plus cash, plus whatever you guys want. Every single one. I will show you guys the thing. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the plan. I mean, I'm also new to this. I got my first account today. I just figured this out last night. I'm gonna try it. Do you have to make all profits back when you get? No, no. You just have to get eligible for payout again. You actually keep the profits. If you broke if you made money on a news trade, they'll take away those profits. But if you broke a rule, you just have to get eligible again. But I can only lose 2% in a single trade. So risk 2%. You only need to make 250. 2% of a 20K account. You can risk 250. So you can literally risk you can risk 250 to make 250. 1 hour trades. You don't even anymore. How do you get the 80% for Apex? You can use my code Gatie, or you can use any code that you like. Just catching up, bro. Fun and extra. Where are you currently? How far through? Well, this is our first ever eval, and we're up 500. So in the PM, I will look for 1 hour. I will probably full port. This will pass or fail. And you use TraderBait with them. How many accounts you can have with them? Funded next. It's funded next. Oh, I just put FN. That's why everyone's confused. Funded next. And if you want to do a fun giveaway, use this link and my code. It'll give you a discount. I don't know how much. And like I said, I'll give back every single dollar. I will show you guys the dashboard. And I will give back every single dollar. We can do cash. We can do account giveaway. We can do, if we get like, I don't know how much it'll go. If it goes to like a couple $100, I don't know. We can give away something crazy. I don't know. Apex has activation fees. Yeah, this has to be a rapid challenge. Remember, this only works on the rapid challenge. Can you explain the 40% consistency rule? Brother, I'm gonna be straight up you. Just make $250 each day. It's super simple. The account will blow if I request a full payout. Yes. And that's what you want. If you're not gonna do that, I'm gonna tell it to you guys straight, bro. If you're not gonna purposely blow the account, don't use Funded Next. I'm telling you this as someone who is partnered with them. This is the best method to do with them. Otherwise, don't even bother. Just get an alpha account. But if the account fails, if I don't... No, you don't have to pass in one day. You can pass whatever you want. Apex is traded a bit, yes. Did you trade New York? Yes. How many accounts can you have at one time? You can have 300K in funding. So that's 25Ks. Do it with the 25K account because it's one, the easiest one to pass and get payout on. And two, it's the cheapest one. So don't do this with the 50K or the 150K or whatever they have. Do it with the 25K. Get the cheapest one. Yeah, do you think a laptop or actual computer is better for trading? I like the portability of a laptop, but I don't have a PC at the moment. If I was trading by myself, I would use a laptop. But because I'm on live stream and stuff, I need the computer setup. How does a payout blow an account? Only with this Funded Next. I mean, almost every firm does that, but it's because you're taking the max payout. You're taking, listen, the whole point of this is you're taking advantage of the fact that the first payout on the account can be done in 3 days. Yeah, you're right. Today, I should have probably done 20 micros. I should have full ported that trade, if I'm being completely honest. You are 100% right. What's happening now? Okay, so it looks like a good thing we decided to close that trade early. Listen, there's nothing wrong with keeping the account and getting multiple payouts with it. But if you're going to do that, just go to Alpha Futures because it'll be easier because you don't need a buffer, right? You can request bigger payouts. You can go to Alpha Futures. Only do this if you plan on blowing the account. Why is it not good? I'll tell you why. Because one, if you make $800, listen, okay, use the 25K for this firm. Listen. I don't think you guys are understanding. Your first payout takes 3 days. After that, it takes 2 weeks. So it's not worth it at that point to use Funded Next. You might as well use Alpha because the benefits are better. Because on Alpha, if you make 1,000 and you request 1,000, the account doesn't blow. You still have money to work with. On Funded Next, if you make 1,000 and you request 1,000, the account's gone. So why would you use Funded Next if you plan on getting multiple payouts? So leave it very simple. If you want multiple payouts, use Alpha Futures or Apex or whatever other firm. If you want to use this cheat code, yeah, you can use top, whatever you want. Nothing wrong with Top Step. If you want to use this cheat code, right? Um, you want to blow the account. That's the whole point. Think about what I just said. As long as you pass in 5 tries, assuming you get a payout, the payout should be pretty simple. Maybe not every time, but you only need 250 bucks. You can risk 125 to make 250. Um, if you don't want to use this cheat code and you want to use funded next, you're right. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to build a buffer then, because if you request 800, you blow the account. If you request 400, well, then you only have $400 left. It'll probably blow anyways. Second trade was break even. Yeah, I closed manually. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think all the writing is gone. I don't know if I can go back, but I can post the video. Realistically, all the writing is here. Or okay, you know what? I'll make a post right here. Funded next. Cheat code. 25K account. We're talking about funded next just now. 25K account with code. Don't quote me. Was it 70? I don't know. I think it was 70. So your goal. Oh, someone posted it. My hero. This guy took a picture. This guy is him, bro. Appreciate you. Made my life hella easy, bro. Oh, it's right here. I'm tripping. I never even deleted it. Alright, whatever. The center pay also blow the account. You'd only have 20 bucks left on the account, so there's no point. I think that will probably blow the account. What are you gonna do with 20 bucks? Is there an Apex 5K account? No, I think 25 is the smallest. Long to previous stage high. That was the game plan. After 30 winning days, I'm not sure, but it will definitely say it on their website. Listen. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't want any more alpha questions. You want to know why? Because these guys get paid. They get paid to answer your questions 24/7. 24/7. There's always someone here. See how easy that was? 24/7. They get paid. $79. It's 79. Someone says 74. You got to use a code. So I'm guessing it's 79 and then 74 with code. Okay, so 74 with code plus link, I guess. I don't know if you have to use a link. I think you do. I don't know. So you propose to blow with $10.11. Well, just do the $800. You're not gonna take a trade. We already took 2 trades, 1 win, 1 break even. Exactly, Ash. That's literally how I would feel, bro. What activation fee is free? That's cap. Yeah, there's no activation fee with Alpha. Well, there's a lot of firms with no activation fees, but this account where we're talking about here, no activation fee. So pretty interesting. Yeah, we can go over the trades we took very quickly. So hopefully that makes sense. And like I said, we'll give back every single dollar we make from the affiliation. Trade I took, two trades I took were very simple. This was a protraction model long. Once we closed above this down close candle, which traded into this fair value gap and went up, I entered long. I was aiming for new week opening gap and previous day's high. We ended up getting stopped out in profit here, took a partial here, and then stopped out on profit there. I re-entered here. We had an SMT like this, so that means it's valid. I don't care about the SMT. The SMT is important for me because it confirms this as an order block. So we get the order block, I enter long, and then I close manually break even here because we didn't see immediate speed. Also, we took out this high and wicked really aggressively, so I didn't like that feedback. No. Make sure you guys don't. Alright, let me show you guys. Let me show you. It's not the. You gotta go to the futures. Go to the futures. It's the rapid challenge, 20K. 15-minute inversion. No, it's still invalid. It's still valid here. You could still use it. Do I think it's gonna be respected? That's a tough one. I don't know. Hard to say. We might not even have the right bias. You never know. But you see how you don't have to be completely right to make money? That's the beauty of trading. Someone said funded next reviews are bad. Where can I look at the reviews? Can you send me a link? Or just tell me? I mean, to be honest, we're going to try this. They don't have, listen, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think their communication is good. I don't think their help staff is that good. I don't even think their rules are that good. I think the only thing is this one specific cheat code is worth trying at least. It's worth trying. If anyone gets denied a payout, I mean, I'm going to be honest. If anyone gets denied a payout for something, I mean, listen, I don't know if anyone got denied payout because they actually, like, if you actually follow the rules, I really don't think they're going to deny you because they have a lot of money. It's not worth it for them. They'll make more money paying you out. Okay, let me make sure. They'll make more money paying you out. So just make sure, like, I don't know. Don't trust everything you see on social media. I'm not saying that they do or don't. I don't know. I got my first ever account today and I've never read a single review. But like I said, don't trust everything you see online because a lot of people just are salty that they broke a rule, they didn't get a payout, so they post about it. You can copy trade with Trade Evade. Yes, you can get up to 12 accounts. I'm gonna go one by one. Listen, I have the money to get 12 right now and full port them all, and then get 12 and full port them. It's not worth it though, in my opinion. I'm gonna do it one at a time. I'm gonna get an $800 payout, however long that takes. Okay, $800 payout, whatever long that takes. When I get the one account, next time I'll get 2, and then 3, and then maybe we'll make a jump to like 5. You know, do it something like that. So I'm not in any rush. If you're in a rush, or I don't know, I mean, you shouldn't be in a rush, but you can always get the 12 right away. I'll even show you guys. I'll even show you guys what the affiliate thing looks like. Although, we'll see if we have any money to give away yet. No, I don't trade. It's past 11 the macro. I don't even bother. I haven't read Atomic Habits, but it's right behind me. I do plan on reading it. Funded next. I'll show you guys if we've made any money. I'll show you guys every stream if you guys want, so we can keep it fully transparent. We have $0 made, so like literally $0. It says I have 3 referrals. Like I said, 10% commission with this link. I don't know what all this shit means. Yes, yes. It's so dumb that you have to use a link. Like I think that's stupid. I was complaining about that, but anyway, whatever this number says, we will give back to the community. 100% of it. I won't keep a single cent. I don't think it's gonna be much, but we'll see. I mean, maybe some of you guys make success with it, and then you get the 12 accounts. And if you get the 12 accounts, that would be how much? How much would 12 accounts in commissions be? It would be $7 times 10, 70. So I guess for every person that gets 12 accounts, we'd make like $90. So if 10 people did 12 accounts, that could be $900. So we could do a pretty big giveaway for $900, assuming 10 people got 12. Are you gonna stream? No, I don't stream PM. Can you please explain Alpha Zero in short? You missed it. We weren't talking about Alpha Zero, bro. I got banned from my fund futures and being unprofitable with them. They claimed I copy traded multiple accounts. Every firm is sus, bro. Listen, the truth is, can't trust any of these firms, bro. You have a question? What's your question, brother? You're the last question. And I'm gonna make food. I'm hungry. What's your question? I can't find my funded account for any account for $70. Rapid challenge. Make sure you go to futures and then rapid challenge. What's your bias for now? I'm still bullish. That hasn't changed. It's probably not going to change. You could buy this inversion. I'm bullish, period. I'm going to be bullish probably the whole day. Unless something very obvious happens. I think PA was not bad. We kind of fizzled out here, which sucks. If you didn't get in somewhere here, then you probably missed your opportunity, you know. And that's okay. You're still in from earlier. You might be safe. So the 25K account max payout is 800. Multiply that by 12. I think that's 9,600. And then you can, like, think about that. You can get 90, like, hypothetically speaking, once you scale, you can get 9,600 every 3 days. Or let's say every week. Keep it simple. Timmy, you pass some accounts, fail some accounts. It's pretty crazy. So I'll try it. We'll try it once, see if it works. You go in now, why not? I don't usually trade past 11:10. If I didn't get anything in the morning, then I'll trade 11:30. Nah, my family does not know my goals. Four-hour buy side liquidity. This previous day's high. Yeah, I do. I'm assuming you're talking about previous day's high and Friday's high. So I think it'll be taken out today. Whether it's taken out today, it doesn't matter. I think it's the draw on liquidity, and if you take long, you have a higher probability of making money. They take payout in order to account to make payout in order the account to blow to every 3 days. Yeah, the pattern would be pass an account, trade 3 winning days, so you're 40% consistent. So say 3 winning days of 250. You have to be positive $800 with 3 trades. That's the goal. So 250, or say 260, 260, 260. That's fine. Once you do that, then you request the full amount, reset again. We got 1 win here, small win, 1 hour win, and then 1 break even. All right, brothers. I appreciate you guys coming through. Pretty good day. We got the right side. I'm still bullish. I will probably look for longs in PM, but stay tuned in the Discord if you're curious. How much did you risk on your first trade? The first trade on my funded accounts, so first trade here, my first trade on Alpha. Yeah, be more specific. This trade we risked around like 600, 550. This is an eval. Realistically, I should have risked more. I should have just risked the full amount. We would have passed. But whatever, not a big deal. Have you tried it yet? No, I'm trying it right now. I just got my first eval. But I know someone who has, and they're the one who put me on there. So shout out to that guy, because someone told me that he does this, and he knows people that does this, and he just keeps doing it. So cool, 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 cool. Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow, exact same time. And yeah, that's all I want to say. If you use my code for Alpha, DM me so we can get the giveaway. Giveaway winners will be rolled on Friday. That'll be really fun. And yeah, till next time, have a good day.